Hello, welcome back to my YouTube channel. So first I'd like to apologise for not posting these past 4 weeks. I've been at Mind Valley in Tallinn and I've just had so much stuff going on, happening, learning so many new things, having fun with all my new friends, and I just kind of forgot in a way because I was just having so much fun and then I was just sleeping so much. So without further ado, I'm going to start my second video on my YouTube channel. So today I'd like to talk about how I managed my money whilst I was in Tallinn for these 4 weeks, how I managed it, how I managed to earn some more, and how if you don't actually ask for things, you can't get them, and what is the worst that can happen if you ask for something. And this could be for any part of your life, not just money. So, of course, how we're traveling the world and stuff, we can't afford to spend too much money in different places, because in Tallinn it's a little bit on the expensive side, especially if you're like in the town centre where it's very touristy but it's really beautiful. So as we do with friends, we like to go out, maybe eat food or just like go out and have fun, and if we get hungry we'll like buy food. So quite a lot of the time people would ask me, do you want to come out for a meal with us? And I would say no, I don't have enough money, and also I'm choosing my health, so I would go home, I would eat the food that we made at home, so it was all homemade and it was obviously much better for me, and then I would meet them afterwards. So in doing that, I was choosing my health and I was choosing to save money to spend on things other than just eating out that would spend so much money just on doing that. So with that, to earn some money whilst I was there, I wish I had started this at the beginning. There was about a week left of Mind Valley and I got offered to babysit this little 4-year-old girl for a few hours whilst her mum went out. So I said yes. And so she asked me, how much would you like me to pay you? So it took me a while to think, and then I thought, okay, I would like maybe 30 euros from it. So I decided to just ask, because what is the worst that can happen if you ask for something? The person just says no. And that's it. And this could be for any part of your life. Like if you don't ask for something, you're not going to get it. So this is what I did. I just went, I'm going to ask for it because that's what I want. And what happened? She said yes. I ended up babysitting this little 4-year-old girl 3 hours and I got 30 euros from it. So in with doing that, I got the money and then I could go out and spend it on, like, whilst I was out with friends. Obviously I spent it quickly, but that's because everything's kind of expensive. So yeah, that's kind of a little story to back up this bit. Well, not the theory. Actually, if you do not ask for something, you can't get it. Like, I know sometimes, like, when I'm out with people, they're scared to ask for the most simple thing, and then I just say to them, what is the worst that can happen to you? The person says no, you know, and how worthy are you then if you're not even willing to ask for something for yourself? So that is definitely one thing I would like to share with you guys, and that you like keep with you, because it is such a valuable thing to know, like, in anything. And I'm glad I've learned this little skill, I guess as I could call it, so young in my life, because now I'm like, if I want something, I'm just gonna go and ask. And what is the worst thing? This is always my thing. What is the worst thing this person could say to me right now? No. There's basically nothing worse someone can say to you. And I don't understand why some people are afraid of that. But hey, that's not my problem to worry about. But I'm glad that I've even helped some people at Mind Valley start thinking with that mindset of you don't ask, you don't get. And what's the worst that can happen? So yeah, and that's also kind of part of living on a budget. So people would always ask me, and obviously, what's the worst that can happen to them? I just say no, I'll meet you afterwards, you know? So yeah, and that's kind of how I managed my money, because my parents, as my dad says, isn't gonna fund my social life, because yeah, going out you can spend quite a lot of money, as you probably already know. So I would have to think, and I would always think about it, which is a good thing, because quite a lot of people my age, I've found out, don't. They just go up to their parents and they say, hey, can I have money for this? And they just keep on going back. Whereas my parents, they gave me money at the beginning. They said, this is all you're getting. Think wisely. and so this has kind of helped me manage money in my life. Sorry, there's apples falling off a tree outside. So, and I'm glad that I've learned this at such a young age, because it's actually quite a useful skill to know for later on in life. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did enjoy, please don't forget to like, comment and subscribe, and share with your friends and family, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye!